Hello, we've seen this example back, and hope you have understood based on the example. So you can read the text. So there are some questions. Second ledger with the primary, second ledger also one more primary. Possible to primary, primary to secondary. Vice versa. I'll ask you the question. It is mandatory that every ledger must have a legal entity attached to it. You have seen it's an optional one. Can there be a secondary ledger without a primary ledger? Never. Primary ledger is the main thing. Can we have one second ledger with one primary ledger? Yeah, it can be. We can have one secondary ledger associated with that more than one primary ledger. No, one to one. One primary ledger can have multiple secondary ledger. Can have multiple secondary ledger, but one secondary ledger cannot have multiple primary. More than one primary ledger, it is yes, you can have in our number of. Okay, it is possible to convert a primary ledger to second ledger or vice versa. No, not possible. Primary ledger is the primary one. Ledger is, and there is a concept of data access. New features in the article. It is role-based access control to the users. Role. What is a role? End user, manager, manager, CFO, CEO. That are the roles. Like that in Oracle, we have many roles. Every user has access to the data through responsibility. These data sets controls the behavior of the responsibility when it TrainT ledger. It is a repository of all the accounting related information. Already we've seen ledger is a repository now. A data access set. It can control the level of access on which the information is given and we will see about it in the further slide. It will provide data access set can be read only. Can be only read and write access to a ledger. It can restrict to management segment value. Yes, there are management segment value and balancing segment value. The ledger and ledger set can be assigned to a data access with the same chart of account. Automatically creates a data access set. So general ledger automatically create a data access set whenever a ledger or a ledger sets are created. Following a three type of data set, that is a full ledger, balancing segment value, BSV, and management segment. What is full ledger? The name suggests all changes or restrictions defined under this type of data access set will apply to whole ledger or ledger set. Either you can have a read and write privilege or read only. What is that? You can have a read or write privilege to a ledger or only read only. For example, you have the auditors visiting your company who requires access to all accounting information. So auditors will give only read only, right? Instead of using system, create a new response out of any exclusion. Whenever you see the data, you can Fine. This is a good approach in the R12. You can define a data access set assigned to read only. See, normally when external auditor comes, so what happens? They will create only read only access. They will allow, deny that menu exclusion. So this cannot be edited. So this is very good thing we have in balancing segment value. Instead of providing access to the old ledger, if you want access to but the balancing segment, what is management segment? Instead of providing access to the whole ledger, you want to provide only to the particular managing segment value. The difference between that, it is only particular combination in a ledger. Okay. Ledger. So managing segment is the which has the management segment qualifier attached values to the segment from the advantage. Role-based access control. Security on data access. Simplified setup to create data access security. It does not override the security and correct. Okay, you can go through our notes. Even on the YouTube, we have published many videos. So following items should have already been defined in the set access. They are chart of account. We see in the 4C or the major point wherever you want a management segment value type data access set, you must assign management segment qualifier. Qualifier and all we'll see the later. One of your segments well in advance. These are the information required for the setup. And some question answer. Type of data success available for advisable for usage. Can we have a data set with defining what type? Change the type of data set, creating the data set. Regarding the access. And we can see in what is ledger set. So once again, they say that the set of books has been enhanced in terms of the ledgers. That is primary and secondary ledger. We all in detail we have studied. So we call ledger set has been introduced. Name suggests it is nothing but a set of group of ledgers. Very important now. There is no specific ceiling proposed so far. A ledger set can be ledger set can have the ledgers which are sharing this. So we've seen that the ledger set it is nothing but a set of group of ledgers. Specific set can be included in other set also. Ledger set can include other ledger set. So it's a good formula found out in R12. Sharing the same. Use the ledger with sharing the same. Advantage, one can run concurrent program or process for multiple ledgers easily. Opening period, closing period, generating recurring journals, etc. One can generate report for multiple ledgers in no time. Reports relating to consolidation, financial statement generator, generally we call FSG. What is FSG? We can see in detail. In case of ledger set, it's more than one ledger. User can optionally set it for ledger for usage. Ledger can just could be having a access. Important concept. What is a limitation? You cannot add ledger that are same that does not have the same chart. It is a limitation. Mostly you don't have the same chart of account across organization. Not have a reporting currency, balancing ledger, even if it's the same. Okay. If it is a balance level, what is mean by reporting currency balance level? Only the balances will be carried. If it is a journal level or something, all the entries will be. So these are the prerequisite of the set. Chart of account, period types, accounting calendar. Ledger set short description. And there are question answer. Ledger set can be created without any ledgers in it, not possible. Ledger set can be deleted after defining. No one can create. Nobody can delete in Oracle anything. You can reverse it. Define. You can add or remove the ledgers. The setting of the ledger. Right, additional set required for the same. Yes, you must assign the ledgers set to the profile option. We already seen what is profile option. Profile option, like your mobile having the profile, Oracle as a profile to set. What is subledger accounting? It's a very important concept you see in the or release 12. Number of subsidiary ledgers called subledger. What is subsidiary ledger for item cash, accounting? Accounts receivable, accounts payable, inventory, purchasing. You have cash management, AR, AP, fixed assets, all the subledgers. All the entries that are entered, post or booked to these subledgers will transact through the general ledger. Obviously, it has to come to general ledgers. All the subledgers, there is only one ledger called GL. Credit sale posted in the accounts receivable. Subledger turns to a cash to a payment, transfer posted to the GL. Subledgers as well. There are instances when items go directly to the general ledger without any subledger. These items link to the balance sheet, not to your P&L account. Concept is newly addressed in R12. Therefore, we have to note transaction application generating accounting impact used to store detailed information not needed for a general ledger. Subledger posts summarized activity to a general ledger periodically to maintain centralized account balances for the company. All accounting performed before transfer to GL achieved by the user setup training accounting level. All the data level big first generation. 11A payables were concept of accounting events entered for the first time. Is the level. This is a concept of accounting events. They were introduced in the R12. See this. Inconsistency in accounting generation like summary versus detail. Direct to general ledger versus open interface, inconsistent drill down from general ledger. Also seen inconsistent mechanism controlling accounting, flex builder, account generator, automatic offset. These account generator, these and all you can see in fixed asset. What is a subledger for a non-finance person? Okay. Finance person who doesn't know Oracle. And a new transactional application that generates accounting impact show detailed information not needed on the general. Yes. In which is not needed on a general ledger. If you need detail and the SLA is summarized activity periodically to maintain centralized. Why SLA and what has to do? SLA. It's an accounting hub in Oracle release R12. This will derive all attributes the general ledger. Basic accounting attributes. Like entered amount. What is entered amount? Entered currency and accounted currency. We will see in the later part. About. See, suppose for example, entered amount is USD. It is a invoice currency, whatever the currency in invoice. My country is in India, so we have to account into the INR is the accounted currency. So what happens? You have to convert 1 USD to Indian rate equal to 75 will be the value here. There it is 1. This is the accounted amount and that is the USD amount. It needs date, currency code, complex attribute like ledger code, combination period, etc. We learn very good and they say it is complex. After deriving interface to GL from SLA, in R12 no subledgers interfaces directly to GL. All the transaction has to go to subledger. There is no separated module for subledger. So each module it will have a menu for the sub. So you will know there is some tables given for the subledger. You can see that in which table it is stored, how it is passed project. Here we come. We see now we see overall Oracle process. Now we can see how the month end is done. After that, we'll go module by module. What is the month end process? In the general ledger, the Oracle AP, after it does all the month end process, it comes to GL. Then only the AP period is closed. Whenever you close the period, you have to close all the subledger period first. Then you have to close the GL period. Okay. In Oracle AP, complete all the invoices and the payments. Resolve amounts, reconcile payment, transfer all invoice payment, review the payable program, unaccounted transactions sweep program, current Oracle period we have to close after. Accrue and reconcile Oracle payable act. This is the Oracle payable period and Oracle purchasing period and process, inventory period and process, Order management and process, completing the transaction, interfaces, open order, held order, discount, back order. Complete all unapplied, reconcile, import, print. So this completes all the steps, each and every module. So you have to follow this period close process for all the process. Okay. And you have like that module. In asset module, every module will close and open the period. In asset module, when you run the depreciation itself, it closes and opens the next period. Okay. So what is project? Project accounting module. What is the step? Cash management. It's not a module for close, but we have to check all the lines are reconciled. Everything is performed correct. Finally, it is general ledger. So initially for all the model, we are setting into future first. Then only we are doing the current month closure. Some interfaces have to work. So next video we are going to see about the accounts payable model. So we seen overall GL what is the new things and everything.